In the previous videos, we learned a little bit about data types. Data or values have data types, right? Data types describe the characteristics of data. Data types can be divided into two types. First one is primitive data types. Second one is going to be non-primitive data types. Primitive data types in JavaScript include numbers. Numbers are nothing but integers, floats, these are all number data types. We can also include a primitive data type also has strings. Any data under single quote, double quote or backtick quote is referred to as a string data type. We have booleans. Any true or false value is said to be a boolean, right? We also have null. Empty value or no value is referred to as a null data type. Finally, we have undefined. As we have already learned, a declared variable without a value is called an undefined data type. In non-primitive data types in JavaScript, which has objects, functions, arrays. Now let's see what exactly primitive and non-primitive data types actually mean. Primitive data types are immutable, meaning they are not modifiable. Once a primitive data type is created, we cannot modify it. For example, let's declare a primitive data type that are string. Let's declare a string now. Let word is a string, that is JavaScript. Now if I try to modify this string, let's say I want to modify the zeroth index, that is j. If I try to modify that, if I try to replace it with w, let's see what happens. If I console log now, console log the word, as you can see, it just doesn't work. It stays the same. We cannot modify. This expression actually doesn't change. So we can say that strings are not modifiable, or in other words, immutable. Primitive data types are compared by its values. Let us compare different data values. Let's see some examples now. Now let's clear this. I'm gonna declare a variable saying number1. Let's use a short form, num1. That's going to be 3. It will be storing 3. Let's also declare another variable num2. That should be 3 now. What do we think? If I compare these two, is it going to be true or false? Are those variables actually same? Let's see by console logging. I will compare num1 with num2. Let's see. As you can see, it returns true, meaning these data types are same. Now what are we trying to learn here? Primitive data types are compared by its values. Values are nothing but these. If these are same, then these two variables will be same. That's why it is returning true value. Now let's declare variables now. Let's say JS is equals to JavaScript. Let's also declare another variable py. That should say Python. Now what do we think? I'm storing some string values which are completely different. Now let's see. Let's compare these two and check. I'm gonna compare JS with py. What do you think? Is it going to return true or false? You can say by seeing them. As I said, primitive data types are compared with their values. Here the value is JavaScript, here the value is Python. Is it same? No, right? Let's save and check. As you can see, it returns false, meaning those are not same. If I say JavaScript here, now let's say, as you can see, these values were compared with each other. That's why it is returning true, meaning they are same. That's how primitive data types actually work. Now let's also declare another variables now. Let light on is true. Now let's also declare another one. Light off, that should be false. Now if I console log, what do we think will happen? We are storing true value here. We are storing false value here. As you might have already guessed, let me just console log. They are both. I'm gonna repeat it again. Primitive data types are compared with its values. Let's compare this. Light on, light off. If I save this, as you can see, it returns false, meaning these values are not same. Now let's discuss about non-primitive data types. Let me just remove this now. Okay, non-primitive data types are modifiable, or you can say mutable. We can modify the value of non-primitive data types after it gets created. Let us see by creating an array. If you don't know an array, we will be discussing about arrays in further videos. For now, let's just say that array is a list of data values in a square bracket. Arrays can contain the same or different data types. Array values are referenced by their index. In JavaScript, array index starts at 0. That is, the first element of an array is found at index 0, the second element is at index 1, and the third element at index 2. And it continues. Let's see an example so that you can understand. I'm gonna declare a number array which are going to have values 1, 2, and 3. Now what do I mean by array indexes? How can we access those? If I say console log number of 0, that should be square inside of the square brackets. Let's say that console log should return the array value that is present at the index 0. What do you think what will be returned? I will repeat this. Array value starts from index 0, index 1, index 2, meaning that is index 0, that is index 1, and this is index 2. If I console log this and see, it is returning 1, meaning at the 0th index 1 is present. Now array values are modifiable. Let's try to modify this. If I say num of 0, that is 0th index, which is containing 1, if I replace 1 with 10, is it going to work? Let's just see. Let's console log now. Console log num. As you can see, 1 that is present at the index 0 was replaced with 10, which is a non-primitive data type. This is how non-primitive data types actually work. For now, let's also discuss about non-primitive data types cannot be compared by values. As you've seen in the primitive data types, those were compared by their values. But in case of non-primitive data types, they cannot be compared by value. Even if two non-primitive data types have the same properties and values, they are not strictly equal. Now let's see some examples for that. Now let me just remove this. I'm going to declare another array over here, which I'm going to name as numbers. Let's say 1, it should be 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, both the values of these arrays are same, right? If I compare these two arrays, what do you think will happen? As I said, non-primitive data types are not compared by its values. Like primitive data types. This might be confusing. If you understand it well, you will get it through. So if I can compare, now let's just compare those. If I say num, if I compare it with numbers now if I save this, these values are same. If I save this now, it's returning false, meaning non-primitive data types are not compared by their values. Now let's also declare an object. Object is declared using curly brackets, right? User 1, let's just say name is going to be my name. Let's just wrap those inside of the double quotes to make it string. Let's also declare a role. That should be teacher, and age should be 21. Now if I save this is one object. If you don't know about objects, we are going to discuss in further videos. Don't worry about that. For now, let's just assume that this is an object. Okay, actually it is an object. Now let's declare another object now. Let's just say user2. Okay, now if I compare these two, what do you think will happen? Let's compare this now and log the result. I'm gonna say user1, user2. If I save this now, it is showing user2 is not defined. Then why is that? Why is it happening? Okay, that's because this is not capitalized, so I used a capital. Let's just fix that. Now if I do that, it returns false. So what do you learn by this? Non-primitive data types are not compared with their values. Then how do you think these values can be compared? How can non-primitive data types can be compared? Non-primitive, if I will repeat it again, non-primitive data types have arrays, objects and functions. We are seeing arrays and objects here. So how can we compare these values which are present inside these arrays? If you don't know what an array is, how it can be created, how it works, don't worry about that. We will discuss more about arrays and objects in upcoming videos. For now, how can we compare non-primitive data types? That's the question. We can compare non-primitive data types with their indexes or references. For example, I can compare the 0th index of this array and 0th index of this array. Let's see how that works. As you can see, currently it is returning false, meaning it is telling me that these values are not equal. That's what non-primitive data types are, right? We cannot compare them with these values. We can compare with the references now. What do I mean that? Let's say num, that we can say that 0th index inside of the num variable and 0th index inside of numbers array. If I compare those now, let's save. As you can see, it's returning true now. That's how we can compare non-primitive data types. Now similarly with objects, we referenced those arrays values using the index. Then how can we reference these objects? If you don't know, objects can be referenced using a dot notation. If I want inside of the user1, I want to access name, and I can directly say name, and here also same. Let's say name. Now if I compare these two, let's save. As you can see, it is also returning true. Actually, we are now comparing the values that are present inside the objects now. That's how we can compare non-primitive data types. If you are having hard time understanding the difference between primitive data types and non-primitive data types, you are not the only one. Calm down, you are going to learn all these concepts in the further videos. For now, let's just understand how these primitive and non-primitive data types actually work. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we are going to start off by discussing primitive data types, each of those primitive data types starting with number data type, that's inside of the primitive data types only. So I will see you in the next one.